Tesla stock leads big rally in electric vehicle sector. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and ooh-wee, is this a juicy day for EV investors, baby. We are coming at you with our second upload of the day. I had my puppy all day today, so I didn't really get to check the markets until only really now, and I was pleasantly surprised to go ahead and see Tesla up 8.5%, Chargepoint up 13+%, Neo 6.5%, Lucid Motors 8%. Everything is green, baby. It is a juicy day for us EV investors. So in today's video, obviously, we don't just want to say that. We want to take a look at why is this happening? Is this just going to be one green day, followed by a big red day tomorrow? Is this kind of a bull trap, or is there some genuine reasons for this happening that should potentially lead us investors to consider buying some of the companies we have been looking at that have been beaten up heavily over the past weeks and months? Is this our sign to start buying some of these stocks, to start adding to our positions? A lot of these stocks are going to be up over 20-30% over the last week. You can see Tesla from the recent lows are up 20% in the span of 5 trading days, and Tesla is a big juicy company. So strap yourselves in for a juicy video. Could I ask you to hit the video with an early thumbs up for your boy for a double upload? Why not? And if you end up enjoying this video and perhaps getting some value, consider subscribing to the channel for more content, baby. We're always going to cover that EV news around here. So Tesla stock leads a big rally in the electric vehicle sector. So the electric vehicle sector ripped strong gains on Monday, led by a pop in Tesla. The rally is being tied to general market optimism over the economic reopening in China. Now, if you don't know, a lot happened in China just yesterday. It's essentially reopened to tourists as of yesterday, which is more than likely going to have some huge knock-on effects in regards to every major economy in the world, specifically the US and Europe. So there's mixed opinions here. There's probably going to be some good and some bad for everybody involved, but we are going to speak on that a little bit. We're also going to touch on what the Fed has been doing as of late and what it says, for us long-term investors. And also, we're briefly going to have to touch on Bitcoin and crypto-related stocks. Not something we do on the channel often, but today was an insane day for them as well. But China is one thing. And then also, ahead of Thursday's consumer price report, there is growing confidence that interest rate hikes from the Federal Reserve are leading to a moderation of inflation, and that the terminal rate could be in sight. Now, in case you don't watch this video all the way till the end, everybody knows inflation is a crazy thing in the world right now, and a lot of people have hopes that China reopening will lead to inflation lowering in large parts in regards to the US and Europe as well. We're going to expand on that point, but in case you don't end up watching all the way, there you go. That's the main reason. But again, you can see a lot of names up big. TSP up 15%. Volta, a stock you won't hear about very much these days, 11%. Luminar Technologies, 10.65%. A lot of them done very well. AI, LID, or ticker symbol, up 9% as well. A lot of names that we don't really cover on the channel as much anymore having huge upward moves. What I'm noticing is, for the most part, a lot of the companies who have been really beat up are actually doing better than the companies who haven't been as bad. So it really is a nice bounce. Again, look at that Chargepoint candle right there. We just covered these yesterday if you guys want to check out my video on them. And yeah, I'm very happy to see this move happen for them, and I hope they can keep going this way. And in more news, Bitcoin climbs to multi-week high, pushing up crypto-exposed stocks. The upswings in Bitcoin and Ethereum inspired buying pressure across crypto-exposed stocks. Some of the main names there that I would be interested in: Mara up 24%, Hut 8 Mining 23%, Riot nearly 20%. Coinbase saw a stock gap up 16.3% as well. Cathy Wood from ARK Invest only recently lowered the boat on these recently again. Jefferies expects the company to weather the fallout from the failed rival FTX over the longer term. So a lot of excitement in the crypto worlds today. With bank earnings, inflation data, and remarks from the Federal Reserve Chief Jerome Powell in focus this week, all 3 major US indices were green. Dow 0.5%, S&P 1%, and Nasdaq about 2%. The gains also come on the heels of an encouraging non-farm payrolls report that showed cooler than expected wages and easing job growth. We covered this in a video yesterday or the day before as well. Cryptos typically rise during up days in the stock market and vice versa, though there have been a series of exceptions, especially during periods of low volatility in crypto. So that's what's going on there. Now, before we get into China, Again, Fed, this is an article now, this is nearly a month old, but it's about the last time they raised interest rates half a point to the highest level in 15 years. Which, again, is huge. It really is a big thing. The Federal Open Market Committee voted to boost the overnight borrowing rate half a percentage point to taking it to a targeted range between 4.25 and 4.5%. Along with the increase, came an indication that officials expect to keep rates higher through next year with no reductions until 2024. And again, there was mixed reactions here because a lot of us thought it could have been even worse, and we didn't even think that, the rates were going to be going up at this rate. We thought it could go even a little bit faster. So the increase in rates broke a string of 4 straight 3/4 point hikes, which was the most aggressive policy move since the early 1980s. That is how intense it is right now. Along with the increase came an indication that officials expect to keep rates higher through next year, with no reductions until 2024. The expected terminal rate, or point where officials expect to end the rate hikes, was put at 5.1%. So we can just keep expecting these half-point raises for a considerable period of time realistically. Jerome Powell recently said it was important to keep up the fight against inflation so that the expectations of higher prices does not become entrenched. Inflation data received so far for October and November show a welcome reduction in the monthly pace of price increases. But it will take substantially more evidence to have confidence the inflation is on sustained downward path. So again, I think this is part of the reason why EV stocks and, the stocks as a whole are going up in general as well. People looking forward in regards to these rate hikes. We now have some more, somewhat set in stone numbers that we can expect over the next year. Whereas beforehand, it really was all up in the air. And then China reopening is mixed blessings for inflation. So like millions of Chinese emerging from years of isolation, the United States and Europe will greet China's decision to relax Roni rules with a mixture of hope and apprehension. Reopening the world's second largest economy will reprise its role as a low-cost producer, easing global supply bottlenecks. So I know a lot of people will be asking the question, why does it really matter for, us investors who are investing in US-based stocks, China opening back up? I know a lot of you guys will know why it's important, but a lot of people might not think it's, as straightforward as it is. But supply chains. China does a lot for the US in regards to exports and also imports. Think your Teslas, think your Apples. As growth accelerates, China's revived demand for raw materials and energy will push up prices of those commodities. That adds to inflationary pressures for the gas-starved Eurozone. So it looks like Europe could be hit a little bit harder by China's reopening than the US in particular. But again, certain investments, certain companies are going to really, really, really benefit from them opening back up. And it's not just the likes of, airlines and things like that. It's everybody. Again, think your EV stocks, think your battery stocks, think anybody who makes a product. Beijing's pursuit of zero Roni infections crippled China's economy, knocking GDP growth down from 8.1% in 2021 to around 3% this year. It also contributed to the global inflationary shock by holding up production of manufactured goods from Teslas to iPhones and everything in between. The value of the country's exports fell 8.7% in November versus the previous year, the steepest decline since February 2020, and exports to the United States were down 25%, which again, guys, you've heard us speak about supply chains over the last year. This is a big part of the reason why. So resuming production and consumption should therefore have a disinflationary effect on the rest of the world. Chinese consumer prices are rising less quickly than other major economies. Inflation was only 1.6% in November compared with 7.1% in the United States and 10% in the Eurozone. Guys, I'm from Ireland, and let me tell you, the price of everything from, sausages to cars has gone up, to houses, everything's gone up at an insane rate. I wish we were only looking at 1.6%. While producer prices in the People's Republic fell 1.3%. Unless a spike in Roni-related deaths prompts another wave of lockdowns, most central banks in developed economies will welcome China's reopening. And so that is a large reason we are seeing this rally in electric stocks today, my friends. And I, for one, am welcoming it with the most open of arms. I am really hoping that the day can finish off green and these stocks can keep the gains they have again. I'm looking at my Tesla, my Chargepoint, my Lucid. I'm loving what I'm seeing. But anyway, my friends, there is my video on this. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you watched all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend. I really do appreciate you being here. From the bottom of my heart, your support truly does mean the world to me. And again, if you did enjoy, all I ask is that you hit that like button and you subscribe if you want more content. Also, if you are interested in signing up to Seeking Alpha, that is the only investing platform I pay for on a monthly basis out of my own money, you can do so using the link in the comment or description down below, and you get 50% off your first year. You can create your own portfolios. You can see all of the latest articles, news, press releases in one place for your favorite companies. You can look at upgrades and downgrades, earnings, valuation, performance metrics. You can look at the 10Qs here, 10Ks, absolutely everything. So if you're interested in that, check it out. Anyway, my friends, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'm going to see you for another video very soon. Peace.